Today we are doing a pick a card video for January 2024. I have cards 1 through 5, so think of your number now. Hi everyone, I'm Donna Stellhorn, your practical astrologer and your practical tarot reader, and I'm the author of the video course, Reading Tarot the Natural Way. There's a link in the description. Today we are doing a pick a card video for January 2024. This card will represent the opportunities and challenges that could happen for you in January. I have cards 1 through 5, so think of the number, and then you can jump right to your card. If you chose card number 1, you get the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands indicates that there is some new action that you need to take. Now, this is an action that may not have a lot of plans yet. You may not exactly know what you're doing. And in fact, it is the energy of basically the hand of God coming out and handing you this tool and saying, get to work. Now, we can see that maybe you have an idea of what this action is. We have little sprouts on the wand itself, and we have the castle in the distance, which indicates that there is a goal. But what it says is that it's not a time for planning, it's not a time for discussing it, it's not a time for waiting, it's a time to do something. Wands represent the element of fire, and fire takes action. And so this is a time where you want to jump in and start doing. If you chose card number 2, you got the Moon card. The Moon card is very interesting because it's about an instinctual reaction to something. So in the card, we can see that the moon is out and it's big and it's bright, and a wolf has come out, or a coyote has come out to howl at the moon, as well as a domesticated dog. And that is to say that even though the dog has a home and a family and regular meals, it still is following this instinct. This pull is so strong that this ancient creature, the crab, has crawled out of the depths to be in the light of the moon. And so this is something where it's time for you to ask yourself, are you reacting instinctually? And whether that is beneficial. Is it beneficial for the dogs to come and howl at the moon? Or is there something else that they should be doing? So instinctual actions can be very beneficial in the sense of muscle memory. That's how we type, because we remember how we drive. But if that instinctual action is the moving away from something out of fear, or rushing towards something without thinking because that's what you always do, then that could be a problem. In Feng Shui, we talk about the sort of path or script a person is on. Like, let's say you want to finish your novel or work on your music, but you have this regular, almost instinctual path of going to the fridge, getting a snack, sitting in front of the TV until you fall asleep. That sort of instinctual pattern is not beneficial. And so between the animals, we can see there is a path that you could walk, and that would be to let go of the instincts and move from a more conscious standpoint. The two pillars on either side would represent the boundaries of what you're doing. And obviously, this then would lead to a better outcome. So you're faced with a choice this month to continue to react to things instinctually, or just to react in general, or to let go of that and move consciously forward. If you chose card number 3, you get the 10 of Pentacles. This card is about abundance. A 10 is the culmination of energy. And so here we have, your beautiful village. We can see the homes in the distance. There's a good sized wall to protect the home. There are people who are enjoying each other's company. Children feel safe. We can see the child playing with the dog. There is this energy of feeling safe that strangers or travelers could come, and that is the older man who's sitting there with the colorful cloak, where the dogs have welcomed him. And so we have all of this abundance. And so this card is indicating that it's time to look at what you have and be in awareness of that abundance, because like attracts like, and then you could attract more. It is also about just enjoying your life, to be with the people that you like, to play with, the animals and the people, and to talk to new people and find out where they've been and where they plan to go. So this card is about abundance, and as you are aware of your abundance, you attract more. If you chose card number 4, you get the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is an interesting little moment in time, because here we have you're astride your horse, you're successful, you're wearing the laurel leaves, and people around are celebrating you. So you have done some accomplishments, but you're still on your horse, on your way to somewhere. And so just because you've finished something and done it well doesn't mean you don't have things to do. And so you can ride forward with confidence, knowing that you have the skills to go do the next thing, and you have the support of the people around you. But besides that, that's all. It's still just you. You have your one wand. The people have their own wands, their own tasks. You are on your horse, but nobody is joining you on this horse. And so there's very much this idea that yes, you're on a good journey, you're on a good path, you have accomplishments from the past, you're honing your abilities, but just because you vanquished the ogre last year doesn't mean you don't have to do it this year. And so this is the snapshot in time where you say to yourself, look at what I've accomplished, and now I'm going to take this skill set and go do more. If you chose card number 5, you get the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups means that you need to decide something. We see a person in silhouette here, and they have 7 cups in front of them, and each cup has something different in it. One has relationship, and the other has this glowing figure that talks about spirit. One has a snake that could be dangerous or bring wisdom. One has a castle, which could represent, success. One has riches in it, which obviously is success. One has the laurel leaves, which is about achievement. But it also, just etched in the cup, there's also a little bit of a skull. So there is, again, like maybe something not so good. And then we have this dragon that looks a little bit menacing. And so here you are, trying to make a choice, and you're trying to make the right choice, and yet sometimes we can choose something and it's the wrong choice. And what we have to remember is that we can put the cup back, that we don't have to just keep that choice and live with it forever. So if you get into a job and it's the wrong job, you just stop that job and go take another job. Even if you're in the wrong relationship, you can either stop that relationship or at least stop it enough to say we have to make some changes. So the other side of this card, though, is not about a decision, but about living in the future and not taking the steps to get there. Because you can see all of these cups are in a cloud. And so maybe this is the dream the person is having. And that is that they are dreaming of having $1 billion, but they never start a business. Or dreaming of being married to someone, but never going out and meeting someone. And so the energy here is, if this is the dream, if you're just propelling yourself because you say one day things will be better, but you're not actually reaching for a cup, you're not taking any sort of action, then this is not beneficial. It's a dream that you'll wake up from, and then nothing will have changed. So ultimately, this card is about grounding the energy and making a decision. And it may not be a perfect decision. It's impossible to get all the information, to have everything clear. But we make decisions every day. And if we can practice our decision making, that will help. And again, like the second part of this about living in the future, I really believe in optimism. I think that we should be looking for something bigger and better. But if we live there, if that's the only place, and if we're not doing anything today to move us towards that, then it's just a dream. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are interested in learning the tarot, check out my video course. There's a link in the description, and I will see you in the next video.